Hello James and welcome to Millennial Marvels.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's great to have you here. So you started an organisation called Proud2Play. What does that mean? What is the organisation about? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so basically Proud2Play is a youth-led charity organisation that tries to get as many young LGBTI people into sport and community exercise as possible. So we work under 3 realms. We work through participation, so running 4 to 6 week programs for LGBTI people or people who don't feel comfortable in sport. So getting them involved from the very basics again. Then we work in education, so that's more the boring things. We work with state and national sporting organisations, as well as community sporting organisations to teach them about inclusiveness and to teach them about diversity within their sports. And we rewrite policies for them. And then we work in volunteering. So we try to get as many young people volunteering with us as possible. So they can go out to games, they can come and cut up orange peels, or they can come and help us in the office.
Amazing. And what drove you to start this organisation?
I really started it from personal experience. So when I was younger, in PE class, I never felt truly comfortable because of my sexuality. I was always ridiculed, and usually it was by teachers.
Really?
So yeah, the term gay was thrown around everywhere. Teachers were using it, kids were using it. It was never pulled up on.
Just in the normal sporting PE class?
Exactly right, in everyday PE class.
It's horrible.
Yeah, so nobody would ever pull anybody up on it as well. And I didn't realise how much it affected me until in year 10, I left sport. And I was thinking, why? Why have I left sport? And it's because it bred such a terrible culture for me, and I never really felt comfortable or confident in that. And I didn't want to go back into a space that I didn't feel happy in. So it took until I was 20. I'd come out to my family at that stage. I'd come out to all my friends. Everybody knew that I was openly gay. My brother took me aside, my twin brother. He took me aside and he said, "James, you're getting a bit fat." And I said, "Oh, thanks." That's what twins do, though.
That's not the nicest thing for a family member to say.
It's not, but it's a twin, so we have to tell each other the truth.
Right, okay. You're getting a bit fat.
Yeah, that was it.
Right.
And he's like, "We're going to my basketball team." And I was like, "No, I don't want to play sport." Like,
okay. So he's saying because you weren't doing sport, you were gaining weight.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right, okay.
And he'd always been involved in sport. He was really confident in his sporting ability. So he wanted to bring me into his basketball team. So he basically dragged me along and said, "You're coming into my basketball club. You don't have a choice." So I was nervous. I was kicking, screaming.
Were you terrified?
Yes. I was like, I don't want to go.
Because of your experience from your last sporting classes.
Exactly right. And I thought it would be the same. Little did I know what my brother had done was he'd told my whole team at that time that I had a boyfriend, that I was openly gay. He'd talked to them about it. He'd answered questions that they might have. A lot of their fears were around the change rooms.
So he was kind of like the buffer then. He went in, he said, "This is the situation."
Exactly right. So he isn't the nicest person for calling me fat, but he did something really positive in that.
So he changed your sporting for you, essentially.
He did.
And how do you think that Proud2Play has changed sport for other people in that community now?
Well, basically we took that general idea that if you have an inclusive, if you have an accepting team around you and an accepting environment, you're always going to feel more healthy, you're always going to feel more happy in sport. So we tried to bring that into Proud2Play. We tried to make it as inclusive as possible of a sporting field that anybody's welcome in, no matter of their diversity, no matter of their disability, no matter of their ethnicity.
Yeah. Okay. And, you know, I mean, you're so young to be doing something like this. You have achieved so much in this short amount of time that you've done Proud2Play. Do you believe that as millennials we are seen to be categorised in a certain way, like, oh, you're too young, no one's going to take you seriously? Did you come across some of those challenges?
I still do, every single day.
Really?
So there's 2 things. My organisation is in its infancy, but so am I. I'm 25. So I still hear every single day when I'm talking to older people, when I'm talking to really, really large-scale CEOs, especially of sporting organisations, they kind of look at me and they just think that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because they perceive you as too young and too naive.
Inexperienced.
Yeah, right.
But having said that, I've got this database of knowledge that nobody else has. So I have 2 hurdles. The first hurdle is them getting to talk to me to begin with, because I'm 25. So they've really got to see some respect in what I do. So I need to fight for the right to talk to them.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, but then once I get to talk to them, once I get to talk about my knowledge and what we do, then it all changes. So there's a big hurdle that millennials face in feeling that they're welcome, especially in larger organisations and with CEOs who are very white, middle-aged usually, men who don't always appreciate a younger voice coming in.
Do you believe that you have debunked some of these preconceptions about millennials with the success of your organisation?
I hope so.
I reckon you have.
Yeah, like I don't know. I couldn't say. What I'm lucky with is I've been doing youth work for the past 7 years. So I get to talk to a lot of young people who are coming up. So a
Right.
lot of younger millennials, a lot of people who are 16, 17 now.
You're paving the way.
Yeah, well, yes, I get to talk to them about what I did, but they get to tell me what they're doing. And that's the most exciting thing because
Right.
they literally are so strong and so determined. It's something that I never saw in myself at that age. So to think that I am where I am now with little determination, I'm so excited to see where they get to.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have paved this way for all these young people to come through and, you know, focus on stuff that they believe in and things that they see wrong and to do something about it. And as I'm aware, you won an award last night.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
So I won the Victorian Community Leader Award at the Australian Leadership Excellence Awards.
Wow.
It's a mouthful.
That's a
They call
mouthful, but
the
it sounds
ALIAs.
very important.
Yes, so it was the second time running that this award category had actually come up.
Okay.
And it was a very long process. It was a very scary process as well. There was a few interviews I had to do.
Okay.
There was a bunch of submissions I had to bring in.
Yeah.
But last night I was awarded the Victorian state winner.
Oh my gosh.
And then next week I head to Sydney for the national finals.
Oh my goodness, James.
Yeah,
Congratulations. That's
yeah,
incredible.
I wasn't expecting it. It was something that came out of the blue. I didn't even write a speech. I didn't write an acceptance speech because I was just
Too
like, not going to
humble.
win it. I'm too young. Everybody else is older. It's that age thing again where
Yeah,
everybody
right.
else is older. They're much more accomplished. But for some reason, the judges, so there was 5 judges, the judges saw that there was something about having that youth voice
Just
that they
goes to
really
show,
liked.
huh?
Yeah, exactly right.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, congratulations on your amazing award and thank you so much for being with us here
Thank
today.
you so much.